Dear all, welcome back to our chapter 3, Coordinate Geometry. Let's continue the second part of this chapter. Once again, reminder for you, please be ready with a graph paper or a square notebook, a scale, and pencil. So let me revise with you the important points that we discussed in period 1 of chapter 3, Coordinate Geometry. The first word was coordinates xy. As you know, the coordinates means writing a point within a bracket separated by a comma. First one represents the x value and the second one represents the y value. First x value is called the abscissa and the second y value is called the ordinate. So together is coordinates. First one abscissa, second one ordinate. Okay, and we discussed about the Cartesian plane as a plane surface which is separated into 4 parts. Each part is called a quadrant, and this is how you represent a quadrant by writing a letter C. First quadrant, second quadrant, third, and fourth. Most important point is first quadrant is both are positive, x value and y value are positive. Third quadrant, abscissa and the ordinate are negative. If only the first one is negative, it is in the second quadrant, and if it's the second one is positive, second one is negative, it is fourth quadrant. All these details we have come across in period 1. Now, this is how you can represent it in a Cartesian plane. The horizontal line is called the x-axis, vertical is called the y-axis. Each of these lines are perpendicular to each other. The meeting point is origin, and the coordinates of origin are 0, 0. X value or the abscissa is 0, and ordinate is also 0. Now, here the points given to you. We have to say it is in which quadrant. -3, 3. Negative and a positive. First one is negative, second one is positive. X value negative and y value positive is in second quadrant. Okay, both are positive. Of course, this is the easiest one. It will be in the first quadrant. Positive, negative. X positive is and the y negative is in the fourth quadrant. These two we will leave it at the end. Both are negative will be in third quadrant. Okay, now we are said, is it in a quadrant or is it in an axis? You know that you have zeros in question D, let point D and point F. So if you have a 0, it will be either on the x-axis or on the y-axis. And now what you have to see is what value do you have other than 0? Do you have x or y? Here you have y. So this is y-axis, simple. And here, what value do you have other than 0, x or y? You have x. So this is x-axis. That's it. Let's see it on the point in the plane. So -3, 3, here it is. So this is the second quadrant, here it is. This is the first quadrant, positive. Now, positive and negative is in the fourth quadrant, it is here. Both are negative, it is in the third quadrant. Now you see 0, -3. 0, -3 is which axis is this? You know this is y-axis. So how do you know? If you have a 0, it will be an axis, not a quadrant. And which axis is it? The point that you have. If you have a value for y other than 0, that is y-axis. If you have a value for x other than 0, it is x-axis. It's very simple. Moving on to the exercise 3.2. Name of the horizontal and the vertical line in a Cartesian plane. Horizontal line is called, can you try what's the name of horizontal line? Very good, it is called x-axis. When you write the axis, we use the capital letters, and when you write the abscissa, we use the small letter. So this is x-axis, and the vertical line is called y-axis. And the plural of axis is axis. If you want to say together, it is axis. Just an extra information. Name of the path formed by these 2 points. These 2 points are separated into 4 parts, right? What do you call for this? 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you call for the each part is called? We studied in details. We start from here. This is first, second, third, fourth. Each part is called a quadrant. Okay. Now name the point of intersection of these 2 lines. The 2 lines will meet at the point called, excellent, origin. And if they ask you what are the coordinates of origin, it is 0, 0. They didn't ask you here, but in case. Now the second question, you are given the graph here with the points. Let's see, coordinates of B. Point B is in the second quadrant. This is first quadrant, second quadrant. We have to write the coordinates. So first the x value, this is the x value, so -5, and we have to write the y value, which is 2. So the points are in the bracket, -5, 2. That's it. Now coordinates of C. The point C is in the fourth quadrant. First the x value is 5, the value is 5, and the y value is -5. So answer is 5, -5. Perfect. Now question 3. Both are negative, so it is in the third quadrant. -3, -5. Which letter is it? Letter E. Great. Coordinates of representing 2, -4. +2, -4. So it is letter G. Easy, right? Abscissa of letter D. Abscissa means S. S represents Z. S is for X. Abscissa of letter D. Abscissa means X value is 6. We just have to write 6. Don't write 6, 2. Only abscissa. So only 6. Ordinates of H. Ordinate means there is no S, so it is Y value of H. H is here, Y value, not X, Y. So it is -3. Don't write both, only the Y value. Coordinates of L. Coordinates means you have to write both and separated by a comma in the bracket. Letter L. Letter L is here. First you have to take the X value. X value is 0 and Y value is 5. So 0, 5. The last part of this question. Coordinates of M. Letter M is here. X value is -3. And Y value, of course, it is 0 because it is on the axis. So -3, 0. Don't forget a comma and bracket. Great. So let's move on to the next exercise because the details are given before. Determine the quadrant or the axis of the following points. -2, 4. Negative and positive is in the second quadrant. Very good. Positive and negative is in the fourth quadrant. 0. If you have a 0, it will be an axis. Which axis? Axis for the value. The value is x, so it is x-axis. Very easy. Both are positive, so it is first quadrant. Both are negative, so it is third quadrant. We can figure it out from here. For example, -1, 0. -1, 0 is here, so it is x-axis. -3, -5 is here, which is third quadrant. You know all the details. Now, the last question of this chapter is plotting the points on a plane. X, Y. We have to take this in a pair. For example, you have to take -2, 8. This is a pair. So let's mark from -2. On the x-axis, go to -2 and 8 steps up because it is positive. On the x-axis, -2 and 8 steps up. So this will be the first point, -2, 8. Now, on the x-axis, -1 and 7 steps up. -1 and 7 steps up is here, -1, 7. 0, from 0 on the x-axis, go down because it is negative, down 1/4. From 0, go down 1/4 is here. So 0, -1/4. From 1, 3 steps up. 1, 3 steps up. From 3, 1 step down. 3 one step down. Here it is. -3. These are the representations. That's all for this chapter. This was a wonderful chapter. It's so easy, but please try, because thinking it is so easy and simple, you might switch, especially the word abscissa and ordinate. Abscissa is, remember, this is for X, or the first one, and ordinate is the second one. It represents the Y value. Okay, together we call it coordinates. We have discussed it in details. Now, draw any polygon and mark the points using coordinates. You can draw any quadrilateral or pentagon or hexagon, anything. If it is a hexagon, you will get 6 points. So you can write it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, for 6 points, and then write them. For example, if you want to draw it like that. You have the points. Let me mark only one of them, P. P will be -8, 3. And we can continue like that. P, Q, R, S, T, U. You can mark all of them in the brackets with abscissa and ordinates. That's your homework. That's all for today. Have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed this lesson and hope the video was informative. I'm waiting for your comments, and any questions also you can write in the comment box. Thank you so much. See you with the next chapter. Bye.